Hey guys, I'm Nicole and welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. We are doing good over here. We are done with our schoolwork for the year and I am starting to collect stuff for next year already. A lot of times, I don't know, it just varies, from year to year. If I start going ahead and buying stuff like in May or April for the following year, or if I wait until like August. I have done both. But obviously this is like a May, April type year for me. And so I've already started to buy some things. I bought some things from Christian Light Education and from The Good and the Beautiful. And I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited for next year. I know there's a few changes that I'd like to make. And so I'm just, I don't know, looking at everything and getting excited and trying to go ahead and purchase some things. I have been homeschooling for around 20 years now, and I don't know, it's still evolving and changing at my house. It's like, I don't know, guys. There's always new things coming out, and at the same time, there's always some tried and true things that I just really enjoy, and all of our kids are different, and so sometimes something that'll work really good for one of our children will not work well for the other. And I mean, I've had to sometimes change up curriculum like right smack dab in the middle of the year, and that's really, it's okay. That's one of the beautiful things about homeschooling, is that you can do that. You can individualize it for each of your children, which is wonderful and amazing. And so yeah, I've got some new things and I wanted to show you some of those today. Today I was going to show you guys my first Good and the Beautiful order. After looking through these things, I actually think I'm going to order a little bit more from this company. I really, really like it. It's great high quality, and I just think my kids are really going to love it. And so I wanted to share some of these things with you today. I mean, maybe you'll like them so much you'll want to get them too. I have no affiliation with the Good and the Beautiful. I just wanted to share what we have going on in our homeschool. I think it's, I don't know, I love sharing what we have going on here, and I like seeing what other families are doing. It's just good to get those ideas flowing and, seeing if there's something that could work for your family. A lot of times I found things that have worked for my family just by watching a video or reading a blog post or just anything like that. It's just very helpful to me, at least. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about science. Last year we used Master Books for science, and overall I really did enjoy Master Books, but I wanted to try something a little different this year, and I wanted to see if I could get some type of curriculum going where it's like my kids could all do it together, instead of just being separated out for their individual grade levels. And so what I decided to do is to buy a couple of programs from The Good and the Beautiful to see how we like them. I purchased two. They have so many different science curriculums, different topics. I guess you can say science topics, like unit studies that you can buy. But I just went ahead and purchased two to see how we like them. I think for a full school year, you need more than that. But I just went ahead and got two. So the two that I purchased, first of all, are Birds and Ecosystems. I love like all the nature things, and my kids love it. They love being outside. We really enjoy birds. We have lots of pet birds, and so I thought birds would be a really good thing to start off with. And so first of all, I bought, there's a optional read aloud or reader pack with their songbird study, and this mission migration book is included in that, this songbird study book, and then also this book about the story of John J. Audubon, and this is for my 8th grader. They have like an add-on pack for the 7th and 8th grade students, and so this would be for him. It's like a chapter book, and I think he'll really enjoy it. And then let's see what else I have. I bought these student journals, which this is like required to go along with the course. These journals, they were pretty inexpensive. I'm thinking they were like $6 or $7, something like that. But they look fun. They have different, activities to do in them, and I think my kids are gonna really enjoy it. And I think it'll be nice to have this time where we can like sit down together as a group and do these science things. So this would be for like my 3rd to 6th grade students, and then for my 7th and 8th grade student, he has one that's a little bit more involved, due to his age. So, yeah, this is it. And I think they're really going to enjoy it. And then also there's just a unit study main manual, which I think looks great. I'm really, really excited to dive in with my kids with this unit study. I mean, and there's like, you know, these big pictures, and it's just, I love all of the illustrations and pictures in this curriculum. I was so impressed by that. I mean, it's just, it's very lovely. I mean, that's why I guess it's called The Good and the Beautiful, but it's just so nice, and I'm super excited, you know, about going through this with my kids, and I think they're gonna like it too. So I think we'll probably do the bird study first, but you know, I'm not sure. I might let them vote on it and see if they'd rather do the birds or the ecosystem study first. And then for their ecosystem study, let's see, got a couple of books here, like Elf Owl and his ecosystems in our backyard, and these books are not required reading, but you can purchase them along with the unit study just to kind of add on to, you know, the learning. And so I went ahead and did that. And to be honest, there's these two books, The Amazon Rainforest and Exploring Central America, that came with everything. And I'm not quite sure which one these go with. If they go with the birds, I don't think they do. I think they probably go with the ecosystems unit study, but I'm not like 100% certain on that. And then let's see, we also have these student workbooks, which are very similar to the bird one. I have these two for my 3rd through 6th graders. You know, just a lot of fun activities for them to do. You know, so pretty. I love it. I love it so much. And then let's see here. This is the one for my 7th, 8th grader. So, you know, maybe a little bit more involved, a little bit more reading for him. And then this is just the unit study itself. So it's just, I think it's going to be so much fun. I love it, guys. I think this just looks great. I'm really excited about this. Hopefully it's going to be a great year. I really think it will be. And like I said, like 2 of these unit studies, I don't think it's enough for the whole school year by any means, but it's just a start. I wanted to get a couple and just see what I thought of them, and I think this is going to be really good. I think my kids are really going to enjoy it. Next, I went ahead and I bought Handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful for my 3rd grader and 5th grader. And so one thing that I loved about this level 3 handwriting that I've never seen before, I think this is like a patent pending type product, is that they have the system for the children to use for whenever they're connecting the dots. They have the dots like in, like, they're color coded as a rainbow. And so if the child remembers to connect red to orange to yellow to green to blue, they will have formed the letter correctly. I thought that was a really good idea. And my rising 3rd grader has never tried to, I've never taught her cursive. I usually start teaching them in the 3rd grade. And so I thought this was like great. I'm like, that is a really, really fun way to teach them. So yeah, it's got those color-coded letters. And yeah, I think this is good. It's just enough for her to be, you know, working on her handwriting every day, but it's not like, you know, overwhelming or just too much. Like for handwriting, I just would like a little bit here and there, at least like maybe 3 days a week or so, just to, you know, keep them, you know, on top of it, but not something they necessarily need to do each week or each day rather. And last year we had handwriting every day. So we'll just have to see. This might be more of like a 3-day-a-week thing. But I'm really, really excited about that with that color coding system. I think that is like a wonderful idea. And then this is the level 5 handwriting. And it's just a little bit more, the letters are a little bit smaller. It has, you know, Bible verses and just also just nice, good, good things, good poems that, you know, are not, I don't know, that aren't, let me just put it this way, I guess you could say. You just have to be careful nowadays with the curriculum you use, and all of this stuff is pretty wholesome, and so that's important to me. And so everything, you know, wholesome poems, wholesome sentences, stuff like that. And so excited about this for her. And then finally, I bought a Math 1 course for my rising first grader. I think she's really gonna like it. Now, I will say that I have been using Christian Light Education's Math 1 for a while now. Or not necessarily Math 1, but just the early, you know, years math. And I think it's a really great and solid program. I think, like my daughter who just finished Christian Light Education's Math 2, I mean, she really, I don't know, it's a very thorough program. She knows like all the math things I would ever want her to know. It's just a great program. But it's also, it's a lot of work, and it's just not very colorful. And knowing my rising first grader, I just didn't know if that would work for her. I figured, I mean, it would work, we could do it, but I just think there would be more of a battle. And I also did not really want to go into like a Becca, which she did a Becca math for kindergarten, and she did great with that. But I know I've done a Becca first grade in the past for different kids, different times, and it's a lot of busy work that I don't think is necessarily necessary, I guess, for a homeschool student. And it's also really expensive. Just like the teacher's guides are very expensive. You pretty much have to have the teacher's guide to know what to do as you progress onward. Normally when I use a Becca for kindergarten, I don't use the teacher's guide. I just wing it because it's pretty self-explanatory, but as you keep getting into the higher grades, you pretty much have to have the teacher's guide or you can't do it. So anyhow, I decided to try this for her this year, this Simply Good and Beautiful Math 1. And again, it is gorgeous. It's such a pretty workbook. And I was flipping through it and I'm like, I just know. I think she is going to love it. I think it's just enough where it's going to teach her everything that she needs to know, but it's not too much. I've also have used Master Books Math 1 in the past with my kids. And just my honest opinion, it's a little too light. And so I think this is going to be kind of right there in the middle. And I'm excited. I think that she's going to do really, really good with this. It's open and go. Like there's not a separate teacher's guide. Everything that I need to know is in the same book. That's her work text, which is awesome. Like it just sounds like perfection. And so I think she's really, really going to enjoy this. When my kids get older, I put them into teaching textbooks math, and we love teaching textbooks. And I do have a code that you guys could use for like a free 15 lesson trial. I'll try my best to link that below. But yeah, we love teaching textbooks when the kids get older. But for the younger years, it's like kind of hit or miss for me. Like I was really loving Christian Light Education, and I might have stuck with that if my rising first grader was just a little more, like, I don't know, school oriented. She really likes manipulative. She likes to play. She's, you know, not real big on school time. And I just thought this would be a lot less of a struggle for us. And I think she's really going to like it. And so, so this is her math. And it also came with this manipulative kit. And she just saw it and was so excited. She just lit up. So it's got this clock on the front of this box, which is great because you can't lose it. Well, I mean, I don't know. We maybe can lose it, but let's hope not. And then it's also got just these different manipulatives in here. Now these little shapes. There's dice. There's little coins. These boats, which I think are for some of the activities in the book. Clocks. And they're all made out of wood, and there's great quality. Now the coins I think are plastic, but yeah, I'm just so excited about this. I can't wait to try this with her and see how she likes it. And so yeah, I was super pleased. And after seeing all of this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and at least I think I'm going to buy the preschool curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful for my 3-year-old. Now he is very interested in all the school things. He's like, he wants to be right there in the middle of everything. Like while we're doing, our schoolwork or our worksheets or, anything, he just wants to be right there. And so I thought getting him that would be great. And so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to order that. And then I'm also going to look through the language arts just a little bit more. My son, who is in the 8th grade, he did Christian Light Education, language arts for 7th grade work. And he's honestly, it's a lot. Christian Light Education is very, very thorough, but it is a lot of work. And so he's requested that I look for something different for him for his language arts. And so I might try the Good and the Beautiful for his language arts, and then just see if there's any other pieces that I can piece in from this curriculum, because I really do like it, and I think it's going to be a good fit for my family. So yay, I'm excited about that. I did go ahead and I got Christian Light Education's reading program in because I really love those books for that program. I think the books are solid and they have a lot of good character stories in them. And so I went ahead and I've gotten that, and we're definitely doing that for reading. And so that's kind of hard because I know I like to do that for reading, and I don't like getting my kids a language arts curriculum that has like a lot of additional reading and stuff in there too. Just, I don't want to overwhelm them. And so that's kind of one of those things with, language arts for me. I want to make sure I'm doing, what's best for them too, of course. I mean, really, I think, like I said earlier, it's really great and important for us to be trying to find something that fits our kids' needs the best as we can. And of course, it also needs to fit our family's needs, which is one of the reasons why I bought the science that's like a unit study that we can do together, because I think that will just, help streamline the schedules just a little bit more this year. And so I'm excited to try that out. So, anyway, I guess what I'll try to do is, as I have like homeschool stuff trickling in, maybe I'll try to share it with you through the summer, and we'll just have to see, what all I get. I don't even know. It's just exciting to try to, find new things and discuss and figure out the new, school year, what we're going to be doing. Most likely we'll be starting in the beginning of August. There's been times we've started in July, but that was before I really had a big garden, and I think we'll probably be starting probably in August. So yeah, exciting times. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk with you soon.